Let's go long. Apologies for being late. Let's go long. Let's go long. Where is everyone watching from on YouTube? Where are you guys watching from? Let us know in the live chat. This is our Thirsty Thursdays where we cover a variety of pop culture news, some reality television, and some reality television news. We have a lot to unpack as always. We have our good news, so be sure to let me know what your good news is in the live chat. Also, be sure to let me know what the temperature is where you guys are watching from, okay? And don't forget, guys, we will be live in person here in New York City for the Kempire After Dark, a live show on June 21st, literally almost a week away. Have you gotten your tickets? I know some of you have been waiting. Don't wait any longer because last minute ain't always the best. We have our special guest from Summer House Martha's Vineyard. We have confirmed, of course, Jasmine Cooper. And who knows who she'll bring with her. Wink, wink. And, of course, we have Noelle Hughley stopping by and probably some more. Stay tuned for more announcements. Make sure you're following me on all socials. And then after that, we will be in Boston the following week. I'll be in Boston. Who's coming to the Boston show? More information on Boston, more information on our July appearances in Nashville and Atlanta. And then in August, we'll be in Seattle. So go get your tickets if you haven't gotten your tickets. The Kempire After Dark, a live tour is coming to a city near you. More information will be available in the description. But if you're watching on TikTok or if you're watching on Twitch or Twitter, just head on over to my Instagram for all of the dates. It's 80 degrees here in New York City. I don't know about anyone else. It feels as if it's gotten super hot super quickly here in New York. I know it's June, but I'm just like, usually we ease into it. I don't know what this means for August, but damn, look, already. I mean, I'm complaining like I'm outside working in it, but I'm not. Anyways, guys, let's start our Thirsty Thursday. Happy Pride Month. Happy Black Music Month. Happy Men's Mental Health Month. Okay, go get your drink. I know it's hot where you're watching from, like it is here. Go get your drink. Let's get into our Thirsty Thursdays because I don't know about you, but I am extra thirsty today. Okay, bye.
Here we go now.
Welcome back to the Kempire channel, your number one source for pop culture news and music, entertainment, reality TV, and so much more. Shout out to those of you that usually watch us on Facebook and you're like, Kempire, where have been the live recaps? There's been something going on with Facebook and streaming to Facebook on multiple platforms. Facebook, get it together. I don't know what's going on over there. I don't know if you're making updates. I don't know what it is. But hey, YouTube, hey, Twitch, Twitter, and hey, TikTok from behind the scenes. Anyways, I just wanted to let you guys know, for those that normally watch us on Facebook, make sure you like us over there because you never know. Maybe we'll do an exclusive stream just for Facebook to make up for what's been going on lately over there. Okay? Happy Thursday. I hope you guys are having a fantastic Thursday. What is your good news? Replay crew, we want to know what your good news is and what the weather is where you're watching from. All right? Be sure to let us know all of that. We always start off our good news with, we always start our Thirsty Thursday off with some good news. So I'm going to start off with my good news. And honestly, it's not really my good news. It's more so like, shout out to Marquez Brownlee. You guys know Marquez Brownlee? I mean, if you watch YouTube, I'm sure you've seen him before. Or maybe you've seen some of the commercials where he's featured because people go to him because they trust his tech expertise and his tech reviews. I've been following Marquez. I don't even remember. Look, my memory. Look, it was way before he even had like 1 million subscribers. It probably was it before he even had 100,000. I can't even remember because it's been that long. But he really has built an empire when it comes to the tech review space, and not just here on YouTube. I call him the king of tech on YouTube, but really he's just the king of tech. And recently, he did a video talking about, the WWDC where they announced a bunch of new stuff, including Apple Intelligence. I love tech, but artificial intelligence, AI, and how it's sort of been implemented so quickly and so fast in the last year, and what it can do, I'm amazed by it, but then I'm also a little scared of it. You know what I mean? Okay. So we had the WWDC this week, and there were a lot of cool things announced. I love that stuff. We won't get into that because some of you don't love that stuff and you're not here for that. But he announced in his video that his subscribers have almost reached the same amount of subscribers as Apple's YouTube channel. What? Come on. That is huge because we have to remember the platform Apple has. Apple has millions and millions and millions of people that buy their products, follow them, want to know what they're saying out just because they're Apple. He has just as much, almost as much as them. They have like 19.1 million subscribers. He has 19 million subscribers. And I understand why, because if you're a fan of his work and you see his work, then you understand why people follow him. He's clear, he's concise. You trust what he's saying because you know that he's not just an Apple head, just like, he's sort of like what we do here. We don't, placate to anyone. We're going to be honest with you, whatever we're talking about. So that's what he does in the tech space. And when he announced that he was almost at the same amount of subscribers as Apple, I said, look at that. Look at that. And then recently he sat down for a conversation with Tim Cook, who is the head of Apple, which is another huge feat. But this is not the first time that he's spoken with Tim Cook or interviewed Tim Cook. He's even interviewed Elon Musk. He's done a lot. He's definitely grown. And if you're not following him, let's get him over Apple subscribers. Come on. Because here's the thing. Like I said, Apple having 19 million subscribers, fantastic. But this guy who is a self-employed, self-built, self-made YouTuber, I know some people don't like being called YouTubers. I don't care what you're calling me as long as you're calling me. Blogger, vlogger. Like, people feel like calling people these things makes them feel, no, as long as the check clears. I don't care what you call me. Okay? It's what I call myself. But he became popular here on the YouTube space, but he is doing all kinds of things outside of YouTube as well. And he's launched podcasts and all kinds of things like that. But I thought this is such amazing news, not only because, he does what we do, but also he's a black man doing this in this space and achieving this. So shout out to Marquez Brownlee, and let's get him over 19.1. Let's get him to 19.2. So he beats Apple. Because like I said, Apple is Apple. So they have trillions of dollars to advertise and build their subscribers. Just saying. So anyways, congratulations to Marquez, and be sure to check out his YouTube channel here on YouTube. Okay, so that's the good news. Look, we're winning. His win is our win, don't you think? I'm just saying. So if you're a tech reviewer, let yourself be known in the chat. All right. I love watching the tech stuff. That's how I get up to date on things, and in the learning space stuff as well. All right. Palavir said he's a cutie. Come on now. He is cute, though. He is cute. All right. Anyways, Britt, I see you guys reacting to my conversation about artificial intelligence and how scary it can be. Like, I love tech, but at the same time, it's like don't go too far. But the way that I've seen AI mimic some of your legendary voices like Mariah Carey and Whitney Houston doing other people's songs, I'm like, that's scary. That is really, really, really scary. I did see on Instagram when you create like shorts and things like that, not shorts, it's not called shorts, there's reels on there. They have a nice click button where you can say this was created with AI, because so many people are using AI to create their stuff. And now Apple will be doing that. They'll be implementing Chat GPT into I'm not going to say her name because I don't want to set all your stuff off, into their space and their new devices with the iOS 18 update. All right. I didn't mean to lean into that conversation, but here we are. We can add that to the what the F news is going on. All right. What the F is going on? All right. I did want to talk about Real Housewives of Dubai's ratings, because that is definitely a part of what the F is going on. But before we get into that, I'm already thinking about lunch and dinner. Are you? Well, growing up in a West Indian family, Jamaican family, it's still instilled in me that I don't want to waste food. And this is why I love the growth of companies like HelloFresh, because they're going to send you the exact amount that you need for making dinner or making lunch or whatever it may be. That way you're not wasting food. That way food is not just sitting in your refrigerator, going to waste and spoiling. This is what I love about HelloFresh. But not only that, it is the summertime, and I just decided I need to get, not just decided, I've been trying to improve my health, but this morning I woke up with a new attitude. So wake up your taste buds and get summer ready with balanced fit and wholesome recipes, chock full of fresh produce and under 650 calories per serving. Perfect. Cut down on time spent in the kitchen so that you can get back to enjoying the summer sunshine. Thanks to HelloFresh's quick and easy recipes. You know what I always say, I love quick and easy. All right. Every week's menus features options that are ready in just 20 minutes or less. That's even quicker than delivery. All right. So go to HelloFresh.com, Kempire APPS, for free appetizers for life. Come on now. One appetizer item per box while your subscription is active. Important part. That's free appetizers for life at HelloFresh.com/Kempire APPS. More information on HelloFresh, America's #1 meal kit, will be available in the description. Thank you to HelloFresh for sponsoring today's Thirsty Thursday. Yes. Come on now. Deborah says, I need to try HelloFresh. You should. I've tried it years ago, and I'm so happy to partner with them, because at least it's something that I can say like, oh, I've tried it. It works. And again, for me, not wasting food is such an important thing, because a lot of times I'll do groceries and say I'm going to make something, and I make that, and then I have stuff left over, and I'm like, and then it goes to waste. That happens to me a lot, and I hate it. Like, it really bothers me. All right. Real Housewives of Dubai. This is not their fault, though. This is not their fault. And we talked a little bit about this yesterday. If you missed it, I did a recap of the Real Housewives of Dubai's episode 2 for season 2. So be sure to check that out if you missed it. But their ratings, and I blame Bravo, because they premiered the episode, their season 1 episode, on Sunday night last week, right after Real Housewives of New Jersey, only to switch up their schedule to Tuesday now. To Tuesday. So the ratings for the last week's premiere was like 400 something thousand. Again, not great, but again, it's a new show. All right? It's a new show. So I don't expect huge ratings from Real Housewives of Dubai unless they have like a huge scandal happening on the cast. And if you look at the Real Housewives of Salt Lake City's ratings, although I don't think they've been this low, I can't remember all the numbers, but they didn't start off strong like some of your favorite cities. All right? All right, so let's take a look at these ratings, damn it. Look, damn it. Real Housewives of Dubai, OMG. I hate this. Sometimes I can see, oh, here it is. Real Housewives of Dubai. Shout out to our friends over at TV Deets. They are, that's who I usually go to for my ratings. So their demo is 0.10, which is low in the, age bracket that we're looking at, 18 to 49. That's the big average, big buying market. All right. And this week's episode 2, had 332,000 live viewers. It's important for me to note that. Live viewers. Who knows what the ratings will be when we talk about streaming and those that are watching it over the next couple of days. Because there are a lot of people that didn't know that they didn't know that the season premiered, and they didn't know that that the date moved from Sunday to Tuesday. I believe originally it was supposed to be on Tuesdays, because I think the original announcement was was it? I don't remember now. Bravo, stop playing. Consistency is important in everything, especially when you're talking about a show. How are you guys feeling just based off the first 2 episodes? Well, look, the girls are fighting on social media. Lisa Milan did this interview on page 6, y'all. And I didn't know that there were issues between Lisa and Caroline Stanbury still, especially if you watch episode 2. It seems like they put all their beef aside. I don't know what played out during the season for them to be back on a bad page. I don't know if it's because Chanel Ayan and Caroline Stanbury became close. I don't know. I don't know if that's what's caused the rift. However, I was actually taken aback. And look, Lisa, you looked fabulous on Watch What Happens Live. I mean, she always looks fabulous, let's be honest. So she was here in New York doing promo because she was also on Watch What Happens Live. But this is what she said about Caroline Stanbury in this page 6 interview. Take a look.
No, I'm too bougie. I don't get it. I really don't get the hype. Genuinely don't.
Where do you and Caroline Stanbury stand today? Like, how are you guys?
We're cordial, you know? Like, I don't have any issues with her. I didn't, you know what they say? No expectations, no disappointment. Mm-hmm. I feel like I see her for who she is, you know, slithering through. And that's enough for me. You know, I navigate those spaces accordingly. So I feel like for me with Ayan, it's different because a lot of expectations, and so she's the only one that could truly disappoint me. Does that make sense?
Yeah. And do you feel Ayan will like ultimately be disappointed with the choice she made of like being like, oh, I'm gonna be Caroline Stanbury's BFF, as like Caroline's like, oh, I'm on a plane with Sergio. I'll talk to you in 3 months.
Ooh, messy.
I don't know. I genuinely don't know, but I just know with me, everything I touch is gold. And over there, it looks very gold-plated and rusting. So, with that said, I feel like I would want to be on this side any day. And anybody that rocks with me elevates. That's all I'm going to say.
Ooh, not over there gold-plated and rusting. Okay, that was a bar. But like I said to you, she said that they were cordial. So I was a little surprised at the shade. But again, I guess we have to watch the season to see how we got to this particular place. And maybe because Lisa is upset about Stanbury maybe being in the middle of their friendship. I don't know. But I was not ready for gold-plated and rusting. You know what I mean? Julie says, Lisa is on a massive press tour. Was she selected to try and get everyone to watch Dubai? Well, look, I told you guys this before. Okay? I feel like sometimes housewives, reality TV stars go on press tours ahead of a season where they might need to change the narrative. I don't know if that's the situation here, but Lisa's been doing multiple interviews, even before I think they announced when Real Housewives of Dubai was coming back. So I was sort of like, okay, what's happening during the season? But I really did not expect anything to happen between her and Stanbury. Like one of you guys said in the live chat, I didn't think that these two would ever see it for each other after you called me a hooker and you said I was on Epstein's Island. But in Housewives, you know, the rules of Housewives, you have to move forward. All right? You have to move forward. So I don't know. I don't know what happened specifically between them. I thought the beef was really between Lisa and Ayan, but maybe it has all to do with that. All right. Tyree says, who's the face of Dubai? Honestly, unfortunately, Caroline Stanbury. I don't think a lot of people expected Chanel Ayan to be sort of like the breakout star in season 1. So she's become part of the face of Real Housewives of Dubai. But Caroline Stanbury, because she's the face that everyone has known. I've told you guys, even when I went to BravoCon, not this past one, but the previous one, Ayan came out. It was like a roar of people screaming for Ayan. But then when Caroline Stanbury, I wasn't prepared. There was a roar, equal roar for Caroline Stanbury. So she is known. She is sort of the face. She is the central focus. This is why she's still here. But I told you, I liked Caroline Stanbury on Ladies of London. It was when she came on this show, I was sort of like, who is this person? Who is this person? So far this season, Brooks, you've made us like Caroline Stanbury because we're not loving what you're doing this season. Go guys. If you're not following me on Twitter, those that follow me on Twitter, go look at the tweet I posted about Caroline Brooks. You are an elite employee. Sorry. I'm sorry. Look, she gets it though. I have fun with Caroline Brooks. I have fun with Brooks. Okay, I have fun with her. But I think it's funny. Look, you are an elite employee. I love Boston CEO. You guys follow Boston CEO on TikTok. Hilarious. Anyways, Lori says that really Caroline Stanbury is pretty unlikable. I mean, she wasn't the most likable on Ladies of London, but I liked her on Ladies of London. Exactly. Deborah says, I love to hate Caroline Stanbury on Ladies of London. You can watch for those that haven't watched Caroline Stanbury on Ladies of London, you can now watch it on Peacock. Okay? All right. So the ratings for Real Housewives of Dubai, not so great, but not terrible. Now that everyone knows it's on Tuesdays, based on what we're hearing, it does heat up during the season, and it will be interesting to see the fallout between Talene and Brooks, the fallout between Lisa and Ayan. I'm not excited to see that because I liked seeing them together. I honestly wanted to see, remember what we saw in last season, I think during their trip, we saw Lisa, Brooks, and Ayan hanging out for a little bit and having a conversation and talking about the Black experience and things. And I was like, I want to see more of this because I bet they would be such fun to watch together, at least in one season. But for this to have fallen apart and some of the things that are being said, I'm like, you can't come back from some of this. But however, look at Lisa and Stanbury. Calling someone a hooker and then saying someone was on Epstein Island, and it seemed like they came back from it. Apparently, they went back to a sour place, as the Jamaicans would say. I guess we'll have to wait and see. I mean, I've only seen a lot of really great comments about Real Housewives of Dubai so far from the fans that have watched it. Are you watching it? And if you're not watching it, why not? Or do you watch it mostly on streaming? Let me know. All right. Hey, Miss Bernice. Miss Bernice says that Caroline Stanbury, we're just going to call them by their last names because it just makes it easier. Stanbury is just a warmer version of Meredith. That's it. Really? You think she's a warmer version of Meredith? That's an interesting comparison. Miss Bernice always comes out with a good comparison. All right. Lori says they could be so good if they all hung out and have fun. Yeah. Anyways. All right. CM says that Ayan fell in line, to be honest. I love how you guys have opinions on stuff that you haven't seen yet. How do you know that unless you watch? Just because you see people become friends doesn't mean that they've fallen in line. Let's see how it plays out during the season. We literally see in the first couple of episodes everyone seeming to try to get along. Let's just see how it all plays out. Luciana, this is great. Luciana says, I gave my friend a HelloFresh sub because she's fighting cancer and this makes her life easier. Thank you for sharing that, Luciana. That's so true. Because you don't have to think, you don't have to do the grocery shopping. You don't have to think about things getting spoiled. Yeah, more information on HelloFresh is available in the description. That's such a amazing thing. I never even thought about that. Julie, thank you so much for the super chat. Julie says, my good news is I had great news on test results. I just love this community reaching out to me with well wishes and prayers. Appreciate you all. Oh, Julia, that's amazing. That's amazing. I'm glad everything is going well. And thank you for sharing that with us. And thank you for always supporting. Lakeisha, thank you so much for 2 super chats. Lakeisha says, my good news is that my teenage daughter was accepted into a student leadership psychology and neuroscience program at Duke University. I'm a divorcee, and I was able to safely drive us from Louisiana. Oh, is it LA? To North Carolina or Louisiana. Thank you. And you didn't have to send a super chat. I originally thought Louisiana. Not actually Los Angeles. She says L.A. meaning Louisiana, not Los Angeles. Thank you, Lakeisha. Come on, this is you should be very proud. Come on now. All right, student leadership psychology and neuroscience program at Duke University. Congrats to you and your family and your daughter. That's amazing. Wow. And again, congratulations to the class of 2024. All right. Since we're talking about Housewives, let's talk about the Real Housewives of New Jersey, because when I went on Spaces last night, I did talk about, yesterday evening, I did talk about the rumor that was out there that Teresa, Dolores, Rachel Fuda, and Jennifer Fessler were coming back, and everyone else was gone. Our friends over at Real Housewives of New Jersey Obsessed on Twitter says this is not what they're hearing. What they're hearing is that we're going to get mostly new people. Well, Andy Cohen was on the red carpet yesterday, and he cleared up some of what we've been hearing in regards to Real Housewives of New Jersey.
Now, the Real Housewives of New Jersey is not getting a reunion this year. You guys confirmed that. When that happened with RHONJ, that meant a full cast shakeup. Do we think the same would happen with New Jersey, or would it be maybe a half a shakeup like Atlanta?
First of all, I think when you see the finale, you'll understand why there's no reunion. And the finale is epic, and it's great, and I'm excited for everyone to see it. And we all came to the same understanding after watching it, so I don't think it'll be a big surprise. I'm glad you asked also. There was a bunch of casting news about Jersey that was reported today. None of it is true. No decisions have been made. We haven't even had any serious conversations about next season. So anything you read about what Jersey's going to be for next season, for the next, I would say, 6 months, is fake. So don't believe it.
6 months. I don't know if I believe the 6 months. I don't know if I believe that. I do believe, and honestly, when I first heard the news about the shakeup and everyone was celebrating that Melissa Gorga may have possibly been fired, I was like, it's too early. I know we're not getting a reunion, but these decisions aren't made normally until after the reunion. All right? But also, I think they are waiting to see your reaction. I think they learned from what happened with Potomac, because remember, we originally reported to you, rumors on the street, Bravo was so excited about the new season of Potomac last season, and then all of you saw it and you were like, this is trash. So I think they're waiting to see your reaction to how everything is playing out. I don't think it's going to take 6 months, to be honest with you. I think in 3-4 months, when you start hearing things, that's when we will really know. Do I think that Bravo will be severing ties with people like Teresa Giudice? I don't think so. Sidebar, I saw Teresa and Louis talking to paparazzi, and Louis was promoting this new live streaming app that he's launching. Like, he always got some sort of business. Sir, what is look, I get it. Entrepreneurs, they're in multiple businesses. There's just something fun. It's sort of like he's always throwing something at the wall to see if it sticks. Okay? And it's not No-No's pajamas. Something just very icky about that person. Something very icky about that person. So I don't know what exactly Real Housewives of New Jersey will look like in the future, but even with the news that came out yesterday, the rumor that came out yesterday, I feel like no matter which way that they're going to keep either Teresa or Melissa, you're going to divide your viewing audience. So your safe bet would be clearing house. And I'm sure they'll offer Teresa something else. I'm sure they'll offer her something else. Honestly, I prefer watching Teresa on YouTube in her kitchen. She's not the most verbose person. She's not the most articulate. But when she's cooking, she knows exactly what she's doing. And I think with the right person next to her while she's cooking, they could explain things while she's cooking and ask her the questions. I saw she also launched a podcast. No, I don't care about that. What happened with her and the other lady, Melissa P? What happened with her? Did they have a falling out too? Remember they had that Namaste B-word podcast? What happened? I don't care for a podcast with Teresa. Teresa is not, a podcast is what you're listening to. I don't want to listen to that. But the YouTube where her cooking, because I hear she's a fantastic cook and she's passionate about it. Let's focus on that. She could still do reality television. Don't get me wrong. Like, you know, do reality television. But like that, I would much prefer watch that. I would watch that with Teresa. Because that's not even about any interpersonal drama. She doesn't have to create drama with anyone. She doesn't have to respond to drama with anyone. She's in her kitchen with her family, with different people coming through. Maybe some celebrity guests, some other Bravo celebrities. Not me producing a show. I can see it. I think it would be fantastic. I would actually watch it because, you know, I'm not team anybody for those over there. Oh. CM says Melissa P got involved with Melissa's old nose, the troll account. Lord. Look at Miss Sharon. I think this is like the first time I've seen like a close-up photo. Look at you looking all cute. Cute. Sharon, thank you so much for the super chat. She says, my good news, my son graduated from the police academy today in Dallas. Yay. Congrats. That's fantastic. Woo, everyone with their good. I love seeing everyone's good news. Replay crew, be sure to share your good news as well. All right. Was there anything else that I wanted to say about Jersey? Was there anything else I wanted to say about Jersey? Teresa in this outfit at Watch What Happens Live, the Mugler outfit, everyone was having reactions to it, the full outfit. We won't show you the full outfit. But yeah, look, yeah. As I said to you before, our friends over at Real Housewives of New Jersey Obsessed, Jack, says the article that came out today is not entirely true. Allegedly, it's going to be mostly New Jersey next season. But like I said, Andy Cohen is saying that there is no casting news right now. No casting news right now. Fine. All right, guys, don't forget it is LGBTQIA plus Pride Month, and you know we're raising $2,500 for an organization, a center that I've gone to as a young gay boy, teen here in New York City. We're trying to raise money. 100% of your donation goes to the organization. So thank you to YouTube Giving for doing that. Please donate today. Go check out one of our last videos. You'll be able to find the donation link. But if you're part of the replay crew, you'll see it somewhere along here. All right. And thank you to those that have already donated or shared our videos for people to donate. Okay. So do that if you can. And you can get Pride merch. You can get Pride merch at thehouseofkempire.com along with our Juneteenth merch. Next week is Juneteenth. Go get your Pride and your Juneteenth merch there. All right. Since we're talking about Bravo. Okay, Dr. Alicia, formerly of Married to Medicine. You remember Dr. Alicia. She was only like a friend of the show last season, but they focused a lot on her towards the end of the season. And I don't know if no one really cared or no one really saw her during the filming of this season, but we're seeing more of Quad and we're seeing more of Quad's new man. All right. So as you can see from this tweet from Mad Beast on Twitter, they said it's the way that Dr. Alicia quit Married to Medicine and nobody even knew about it. So you can see that this Instagram DM from Dr. Alicia, the person says, "Hi, Dr. Alicia, was wondering if you were returning this season to Married to Medicine." She says, "Hi, Irving. Unfortunately, I will not." Damn. But we did see, and we talked about this for our Good News on Tuesday takeover. Audra, you know, the attorney who's married to the dentist, and we kept on saying, "Bring Audra back, bring Audra back." She had the cutest baby pregnancy announcement this week as well. So again, congratulations to Audra. Congratulations to you, Dr. Alicia. Regardless, look, I will miss your husband's Cheshire grin. I will miss that. But look, I'm okay with it. I think the cast is full at this point. Quad's back. Phaedra, unfortunately, isn't back. Look, honestly, who would you prefer? Phaedra with her cartoon doctor or Dr. Alicia where she's married to a doctor and she is a doctor? Honestly, I would have given her a second chance, to be honest. Look, to be honest. Palavir says, Quad is like, bam, you want a man? I got a man. Quad is doing everything to secure her position on the show. And if this man is an actual doctor, do we know anything? I feel like we don't know anything about this man. If this man is a doctor, whoo, yes. I'm here for Quad. I'm here. Yes, Miss Quad. She got it. Okay. Anyways, back to what the F news. Yeah, we're back there. Khloe Kardashian and her bestie Malika. I don't watch the Kardashians on Hulu. I watched them years ago. However, I saw this clip literally right before this live. And I had to play it for you because I am truly disturbed at the Kardashians have reached a whole new low. Like, what are you doing? What are we talking about? So Malika apparently wants to have another baby. And now Khloe is suggesting that Rob Kardashian be the father. Look. Okay, homie, let me play the clip. Look, let me play the clip for you. Hold on.
Hey. Like it has to happen almost now because I'm not a spring chicken, you know? But if I was going to use a surrogate, then I have time.
Why don't we just ask Rob to give you some sperm?
I mean...
He's a good catch.
Hey, Rob.
Hey. Real serious question, though. Like Bible serious. Malika wants to have another kid.
Hey.
Hey. And she was going to go to a sperm bank to get sperm, but I just said, why not get it from you?
I can't anymore.
What?
Is it broke?
Rob, you don't have to. You just put it in a cup.
I can't anymore.
What, are you tired from last night? Maybe not.
But what does that have to do for the sperm?
I just said I can't anymore.
Okay.
What?
We could prepare your penis. So we could...
Pause. So I saw this. As Cindy says, didn't they date a few years ago? I believe so, yes. Yes, she's already, yes. I don't care about any of that. Dating someone in the past versus procreating with them now. I also saw in the comment section everyone saying like, oh, they just want to create another Kardashian because Dream is like the last, Kardashian standing. It's weird. And Khloe's saying that Rob is a catch. How is Rob Kardashian a catch? What does Rob do for a living? He's barely on this show. Are people buying those socks? Are those socks still available? Are those socks a moneymaker? Maybe it is. I could be wrong. Look, I know he's closely associated with the Kardashians, so his mama's always going to take care of him, and they're billionaires. But this, I was like, they have reached an all-time low. Do you even believe this story? And yes, they dated before. Malika and him dated before, apparently. I didn't even know that. I learned that today. But your own... damn, not this picture. Sorry, Terrence. They're besties. Khloe and Malika are besties. Like, I'm even surprised they even dated before because, they're almost like sisters, Khloe and Malika. I know they're not sisters, but this is why I don't watch the Kardashians on Hulu. Because a lot of their timelines have been caught out there in editing. People are saying, like, you guys are lying. Like, this is not matching up. A lot of this stuff feels like it's already being pre-produced and forced. Even that stuff with Kylie and Jordan recently being spotted out. This wasn't recent. This was last year or something like that. Okay? And recently, they've been talking about it on the show. So I felt like that incident where they were caught, I'll put in quotes, with paparazzi, it's all performative, it's all strategic, and I'm just sort of over this type of reality television at this point. And when I saw this, I was like, they are just scraping at the bottom for something. Speaking of scraping at the bottom, Perfect Match. You guys keep telling me to watch Perfect Match on Netflix. So I started. I'm on like episode 5. So I'm not going to talk about the entire series. But this Perfect Match, I didn't watch season 1. This is season 2. It's full of former reality TV stars. From Too Hot to Handle. Some shows I never even heard about. Love is Blind. Okay? Tolu from The Trust. You remember we talked about that on our Tuesday Takeover, The Trust, that reality show. We really love that show. And we love Tolu, and Tolu is gorgeous. So I'm in the middle of watching The Perfect Match, and it's a mess. That Harry guy, I didn't know anything about him, and I learned a lot about him in just the first couple of episodes. But this cast is a mess. I get why you guys are engaged in it. For those that don't understand the premise of this, it really is just sort of like a game because I don't feel like anyone is truly looking for their perfect match, no matter what they say. I think they just want to win the game. But the way Harry spoke to, what was her name, Elise or Ellis? I don't know how you pronounce it. The way he spoke to her and just switched up on it, he is trash. He's not looking for his perfect match. He's looking for money. He's looking to win. We're learning so much about this man, his OF, and how he slept with this woman for $40,000. Like, we're learning so much about this person. Okay? So, Tolu, I'm enjoying, but the way Dom tried to play Tolu, he tried to play Tolu because he wanted to be with that other girl. The new one. What was it, like Alora or something like that? But Alora ended up matching with, I can't remember everyone's names, the blonde guy with the tattoos. But he really likes her. The blonde guy with the tattoos, he really likes her. He made, I'm only on episode 4 or 5, y'all. He made like this really like, the way he was frying up the shrimp and the chicken in the kitchen, I was like, this man can cook. He knows what he's doing. He really wanted to impress her. But Dom wanted her and looked like he was going to get her, but that guy came in and swooped and it took her away. And so he just ended up matching with Tolu. And Tolu and Dom ended up having a conversation. And she was like, what? She was like, and I'm so glad that she decided to choose herself and go on another date because this man was playing games. And mind you, I know he won. He won last season with his with the other young lady. All right. And apparently Harry cheated with that other young lady. So that's why he's back, Dom. But who does Dom think he is? Funny looking self. I was like, okay, a Dainty Bella. Look, I see it. Dainty Bella says Dom doesn't like black women. I mean, I got that vibe. I got that vibe because clearly we knew what he wanted. He didn't want Tolu. A living, breathing model. I mean, she's not a model, but she looks like one. So I'm on the part where she goes on a date with the other guy from Love is Blind. But I'm so glad that she thought of this ahead of time and didn't get kicked out. She almost got kicked out of the house. And Harry almost got kicked out of the house too because he was like, I'm going to try and explore things with the other one. The other black guy in there, the British black guy that's in there, I apologize. I'm learning everyone's name. What's his name? Kaz? I can't remember. I just started watching this yesterday, y'all. He's now, at this particular point, matched up with Micah. You remember her from Love is Blind. Sidebar, that game that they played, we're going to talk about Love Island UK in a second. That game that they played where they put on the blindfolds and they make out with each other, I said, ew, because they do that on Love is Blind too a lot. Like they'll kiss on, like, I'm okay with you kissing multiple people, but not right after. Like, go wash your mouth. Ew. Just the thought of it. Look, I'm thirsty on this Thirsty Thursday. Okay. Right? Exactly. M says, the one that looks like a Disney prince. M Smith says, but fine ass Chris liked black women. Not does he just like black women. He likes a woman of color because you saw how he was feeling about the other young lady, Dominique, who was on here. Dominique said what she wanted with Brighton. Remember Brighton from Squid Game, The Challenge, season 1? He is a mess, but great reality television. He is a mess, but I don't know if you were weirded out the way I was weirded out, and I'm a gay man. The way that he was asking about Chris and Chris's private area. Weren't you guys like, and then he was like, you're going to show us? Because I guess all the guys were talking about if they were cut or not. Look, yes, this is what we're talking about on this Thirsty Thursday. And then he was asking Chris like weird questions. He's like, are you going to prove it? And I was like, what is happening? Like, as the gay man, I was clutching my pearls. I was like, what is happening? Why are you asking him these things? Ooh, Palavera says, Kempire, you are in for it with these Love Island type of shows. Buckle up. Apparently, people love these shows, though, because there are multiple shows like this. Multiple shows, I'm learning. And I did see Love Island USA did premiere this week, and Ariana Madix from Vanderpump Rules, some might say formerly of Vanderpump Rules, that's a rumor on the street. She is the host this season, and she, posted a photo of herself looking fantastic. I mean, look, I don't care who your team, but Ariana looks amazing. She looks amazing. And then someone tried to say that she was on Ozempic, and she's like, "Oh, you're saying I look skinny?" Okay, Ariana. All right, Ariana. Anyway, so back to Perfect Match on Netflix. So I'm trying to think of what else stood out to me. So Harry is trash. The way that he broke up, I'm going to just put broke up in quotes, with Ellis was so weird. It's like he shifted. He became like this demon. And it was like laughing it off. I really felt for her, but I was so happy that she was able to find a match and wasn't immediately kicked out. But you know who was immediately kicked out? You remember Izzy? Izzy from Love is Blind? Who else felt for Izzy? Izzy, he was really looking to match with Micah. I think that's more his type. You remember Izzy from Love is Blind. You remember his type. These folks and their type. Here's the thing. You guys keep coming on these reality shows saying, "Oh, she's so my type." You do unless you're just here for money and for fame. But if you're here for a match, your type hasn't worked for you. How about trying something completely different? But I had such secondhand embarrassment when Izzy was speaking with Micah. He then eventually matched with Tolu, but he didn't want to be with Tolu. But Tolu ended up matching with Dom. Perfect Match is on Netflix, for those that wanted to know. But Izzy, I had such a secondhand embarrassment. And when he got finally kicked out because Tolu decided to be with that trash man Dom, I was like, Izzy walking, I felt so bad for him. He seems like he's such a nice guy, but the elevator doesn't go all the way to the top with Izzy. But Izzy also, he says he feels the age difference between him and the other guys because they're in their 20s and he's like 30. I was like, I don't think it's the age difference necessarily. I think it plays a part, but I also think Izzy, the elevator doesn't go all the way to the top. He's awkward, but I think he's nice. Whoa, 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 Izzy. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Oh, my goodness. Oh, goodness. So, Perfect Match. I started watching it, guys. So, no spoilers in the live chat. I'm only up to episode 4 or 5. I think I'm on episode 5. I'm like in the middle of episode 5. And you see that guy from Love is Blind is on here. The one from, oh, my God. It's on the tip of my tongue. What was his name? I was going to say Tyrone, but it's not Tyrone. He has like the eczema on his scalp. Oh my goodness. He's coming into the house. But I believe this was filmed before the reunion of Love is Blind where he was exposed for being a trash. So at this particular point, no one knows that he's trash. Damn. So he's going to be on it as well. He's going to be on it as well. Hey, everyone watching on TikTok and everyone watching on Twitch and Twitter. We appreciate you all being here. Randolph says, leave him alone. Wait, is he? I mean, look, I'm trying. I'm trying. Okay. M. Smith says, they are all awkward. You just get away with it when you're gorgeous. You think? I don't think they're all awkward. No, Izzy was extra awkward. And he's good looking. Izzy's good looking. Trevor, thank you, M. Smith. Ooh. I knew it started with T, and I was like, it's not Tyrone. Trevor's trash. But I think at this point when they filmed this, Nick is the, what's his name? Not Nick Cannon. Nick Lachey. Lord, all these names I have to remember when it comes to pop culture. Okay? He is the host of this show. He took off his shirt in the premiere episode, and I said, look at Nick Lachey, still looking like Nick Lachey from 1990s. He looks great. All right. Anyways, so yeah, The Perfect Match. Are you guys watching on Netflix? I'm in the middle of watching it. We'll continue to talk about it on our Tuesday takeover and our Thirsty Thursday while I'm still watching it. Shursa says, it's me. I am people. I love these shows. You are not the only one, Shurster, because these shows are hugely popular. There's so many of them. I'm not going to get into all of them, But I am watching Perfect Match, and I'm watching Love Island. We'll get into Love Island UK in just a second. Let's get into some more messy relationships, though. Since we're talking about a messy relationship, let's talk about where do I want to start? You know what? Let's get into some pop culture. Let's get in because we've been covering this messy divorce between Jeannie Mai and Jeezy. So they're finally divorced, y'all. Okay, that's good news. Oh, no, not a slap. They're finally divorced. Hold on. They're divorced, but they still have a child to raise together. They still have to figure out their custody situation. That has been a mess. We've been covering all of that. So you may recall when we found out about this divorce, I told you I was really shocked because I don't follow their relationship, but I had just saw her post about his book and talking about his journey and how much she loves him and she's happy to be on this journey with him, only for us to find out that he files for divorce literally like that week or the following week. So People Magazine writes this in regards to Jeezy and Jeannie Mai. They said Jeannie and Jeezy are officially divorced. Per documents obtained by People, the Superior Court of Fulton County in Georgia has agreed to dissolve the marriage of the former Real Housewives, the Real co-host, 45, and put-on rapper Jay Jenkins, who's 46, to keep details of their divorce settlement private, including child support, custody, spousal support, and property splits. The parents of the 2-year-old daughter, Monica, have agreed to file their divorce under seal. So we're not going to know anything. I don't know if they have come to terms, because based off of this, it seems like they've come to terms when it comes to child support or custody. So reps for Jeezy and Mai did not immediately respond to People's request for comment. TMZ was the first to report the news. So as you know, news of the former couple's finalized divorce comes 9 months after Jeezy filed in September following 2.5 years of marriage. According to his filing previously obtained by People, the two were living in a bona fide state of separation at the time. And their marriage was irretrievably broken with no hope for reconciliation. The document also noted that the rapper was seeking joint legal custody of the former pair's daughter, Monica. A month after the news broke, Jeezy released a statement addressing his divorce from Mai that read, "The decision to end this chapter in my life was not made impulsively and comes with a heavy heart." The Grammy-nominated rap artist added, "Despite this, my love and respect for Jeannie remains, and the time we spent together holds a cherished place in my heart." Cherished place in my heart. A week prior, broke her silence on the divorce filing with an Instagram post that featured the words, "Sometimes you need to take a break and disconnect to heal," written in a notebook. All right. So finally, it's over for Jeezy and Jeannie Mai, despite all of the back and forth. Hopefully, we won't see any more back and forth on social media. Lord. All right, y'all. Let me take a little bit of a break. All this water for Thirsty Thursdays. I'm going to take a little bit of a break, but then we're going to get back into some more Thirsty Thursdays. Don't forget to like the video. Don't forget to share the video, and I'll be right back. Let me see if I can... Be right back. Whew. All right. Look, it's a live show. It's a live show. Shout out to all of you for having your little dance break. Let's get back into our hot topics and what we're talking about. Again, Jeezy and Jeannie, they're done. I'm actually happy that that's over and that we can move forward and not have to talk about the mess, because they do have a daughter to raise together. All right? Mm-hmm. TikTok says Kempire with the Debbie Allen soundtrack. Honestly, that does sound about right. All right. Let's move on because we have more to talk about. We will get to Love Island UK. For those that want to watch Love Island UK, you can watch it. We just watch it in a delayed form here in the US on Hulu. So that's how I've been watching it. But if you have a VPN, you can, there are other ways. There are other ways to watch it. All right. Since we're talking about a divorce, let's talk about Al Reynolds.
How you doing?
Okay. So I don't know if you saw this clip going around yesterday in regards to Al Reynolds and Star Jones. For those that have followed this situation, this is how we were introduced to Al Reynolds from, Fox Soul's TGIF, okay? He was married to Star Jones when she was on The View, and Star Jones, a lot of people said she was unbearable during that time. She was like a bridezilla. She was talking about her wedding all the time. She allegedly tried to leverage being on the show to get like free things for her wedding, allegedly, okay? But there were rumors, shout out to Wendy Williams. She used to call him Al, how you doing, Reynolds? And look, Wendy, a lot of people looking back on some of the things that Wendy has reported on, like Diddy, and saying to themselves, like, oh, Wendy knew what she was talking about. So Lunel was a co-host on TGIF, and they were talking about some things, and it got into her bringing up about, Lunel bringing up his relationship with Star Jones, and this is what Al Reynolds had to say in regards to his relationship with Star.
Oh my goodness! I have never been not truthful with anybody that I've been. I've talked about this on this platform before. I have always been very honest with all of my partners about my sexuality. All of them. At the time that I date them, I've been very honest and open about my sexuality.
Okay. All right, we're gonna end on that note.
Wait, I have to play this again for you guys because Lunel, pay attention to what Lunel said.
Been very honest.
Wait.
Oh my goodness! I have never been.
Wait. Even when he said, "Oh my goodness," I'm sorry, Reynolds. Al.
Oh my goodness! I have never been not truthful with anybody that I've been. I've talked about this on this platform before. I have always been very honest with all of my partners about my sexuality. All of them. At the time that I date them, I've been very honest and open about my sexuality. Okay. All right, we're gonna end.
Okay, wait. So Lunel says, so Star knew she married a gay man. From what I've heard, I don't believe Al has ever said that he's gay, but I believe he might be bisexual. So some people have said that Star didn't know. He's saying that she did know, in fact, that he was bisexual. What do you guys believe? I mean, maybe he did. Look, we have to remember the time that they got married, it still wasn't very open. It's only until and still people aren't very much open. Look, happy Pride Month, but we're still working on acceptance and tolerance and things like that within the community, within the world, and things like that. Mary J. Baby says that lies. Star Jones thought Al was into her. Well, here's the thing. I don't think he heard Lunel when she says so Star knew that she was marrying a gay man. I believe Al Reynolds identifies as bisexual. All right? I believe. Simply Clarice says Al has said he was bisexual. So I don't think he heard Lunel when she said that. Again, they're doing this virtually. So sometimes you hear things and you don't hear things that the other person says. So he may have missed that. I don't know. But I don't believe he is gay, and he said to Star Jones, "I'm gay," because then why? Okay, yeah. Hold on. Biana says, we need Star to come to the front. Star is living her best life right now. Star does not need to come to the front at all. She does not need to come to the front at all. She's living her best life right now. She's actually with someone that loves her and wants only her and nothing else. And she even has like a step kid and everything like that. I'm happy for Star. I'm really, really happy for Star that she finally found love. Okay? In a hopeless place. Patricia says, Star just wanted to get married. Which is true, but here's the thing. I know we hold celebrities at a different standard. I'm sure you know people that get married just because they want to get married. I know someone that got married just because they want to get married. And the red flags are just hitting them in the face. You don't know these people, but I'm just saying, like, you know people very much like that. Christian said, who's bisexual? Christian, did you just come into the room and you're like, who's bisexual? We're talking about Al Reynolds from TGIF on Fox Soul. Okay, for those that may have missed it, look, this.
Oh my goodness.
Oh my goodness.
I have never been not truthful with anybody that I've been.
So Star knew she married a gay man.
I've talked about this on this platform before. I have always been very honest with all of my partners about my sexuality. When I all of them. At the time that I date them, I've been very honest and open about my sexuality.
Okay. All right, we're going to end on that note.
Claudia was like, I don't want none of this. None of this. All right. LaShunta says, I believe Al is gay, and no, she didn't know. I don't know. I don't know Al, so I can't say that he's gay, bisexual. I do know I was bisexual for a summer.
Lies! The lie!
And when I say that, I mean, I would say that I was bisexual before coming out fully and saying, oh no. But I wasn't dating or marrying women. Just saying. I was just saying that in the professional environment. I was young though. I was in college. I was like, oh, I'm bisexual. Just saying. You all know. Look, for the old gays. Anyway, speaking of the old gays, for Pride Month, guys, don't forget we will be live here in New York City on June 21st with some special guests from Summer House Martha's Vineyard. If you haven't got your tickets for our New York City show, head on over to the description. Get your tickets today. It's literally next Friday. Next Friday, I hope to see you guys there. Have you gotten your tickets? Are you going to be in New York? Maybe you're going to be in New York for Pride or just for the weekend. Get your tickets Friday night. It's a perfect night. A Friday night. Don't care about coming with just yourself. Also, don't forget, if you aren't in the New York tri-state area and you are in, somewhere that we're not going to go for the Kempire After Dark tour, get your tickets for the live stream option that they're providing. And that's the only place you're going to have that option. More information on the Kempire After Dark live tour is available in the description, including tickets for our Boston show at City Winery. Then we'll be in Nashville July 11th, then Atlanta July 12th. And then we'll be in Seattle on August 30th. All right? Shout out to everyone in the live chat. We appreciate you guys being here. We are going to drop the call-in link for members first and then for the live chat for those that want to weigh in on any of the hot topics that we are talking about. Let me get back to my list of hot topics that I want to talk about. Let's talk about Nene Leakes. Nene Leakes. Oh my goodness. So if you follow me on social media, I did do a small video talking about this situation, but I wanted to talk about it here for our Thirsty Thursday. Okay? So, Thirsty Thursday, Lord have mercy. Nene Leakes, she's been in this, I can't even say court battle because they've been suing her, but we haven't heard her respond to this situation, okay? So they said this on In Touch Weekly. Former Real Housewives of Atlanta star Nene Leakes' former landlord is making moves in court to collect on a $25,000 judgment In Touch can exclusively reveal. According to court documents obtained by In Touch, the landlord, MPG Sugarloaf, who was awarded the 5-figure sum over alleged unpaid rent on Nene's now-closed swag boutique, fired off a summons to Truist Bank. The summons informed Truist of the debt. Nene, who's 55. All right, so let me go back. Let me rewind. Let me rewind. See, this is what happens when you're live and you switch from back. Thank you. I had this in front of me, so I didn't see your comments on live. All right. Rewinding back, just giving you an update on this Nene lawsuit, okay? Shout out. Thank you to everyone on TikTok. Tommy says, I heard everything. Of course, because you're on TikTok. All right? All right. Thank you all for the comments on YouTube. So back to this Nene situation. So her former landlord is suing her, sued her and won on default judgment. So they're now seeking to garnish her wages and her bank accounts. So according to court documents obtained by InTouch, the landlord, MPG Sugarloaf, who was awarded the 5-figure sum over alleged unpaid rent on Nene's now closed swag boutique, fired off a summons to Truist Bank. The summons informed Truist of the debt Nene owes. It instructed the bank to immediately hold all money, including wages and other property, except what is known to be exempt, including property in safe deposit boxes or similar property that you hold belonging to the defendant, named above, beginning on the day of service, this summons and including the next 5 days. In the lawsuit filed in August of 2023, MPG Sugarloaf claimed that Nene signed a lease in 2017. Nene closed the store during the pandemic. She reopened the boutique for a brief period before eventually closing it for good in 2022. The landlord said that the reality TV star failed to pay the $22,000 in rent after she vacated the location. Nene commented on social media posts that referenced the lawsuit. She says this, Greg signed the lease, not me. He ain't here. Nene's husband died on September 1st of 2022 following a battle with cancer. He was 66 years old. Despite the landlord claiming Nene was served with the legal paperwork at her $1 million Atlanta condo, the reality TV star failed to respond to the claim in court. Nene did not go to court to respond to this lawsuit. She did not go. Okay. So they have this default judgment. As a result, in November of 2022, the judge granted a default judgment. He awarded the landlord $22,000 in unpaid rent with interest for a grand total of $25,631. Nene made her last appearance on RHOA in 2020. And as you know, she's had a rough couple of years since then. I don't know whatever happened to that lawsuit from her boyfriend's then wife. I think they're now divorced. I don't know whatever happened with that lawsuit. Maybe it was that, I forgot what the name of the term was. Maybe that's been dropped since he's divorced his estranged wife or ex-wife at this point. So on top of her husband's death, her son, Bryson Bryant, was arrested for possession of fentanyl in 2023. He pled not guilty to the charges. His criminal case remains open. In addition, Nene recently called out her former friend, Porsha Williams, after she allegedly refused to work with her on a Netflix show. You also may recall her son, Brent, had some health issues as well. So she's been going through it. She's definitely been going through it. She said, in regards to the Porsha stuff, she says, I was later told that Porsha did not show up and said that she did not want to work with me, that we had issues from the past and she did not want to work with me. You remember that we did a separate video and story in regards to this. Here's the thing. And I did a video talking about this and some people were like, Nene just doesn't want to pay it. Oh, alienation of affection. Thank you, Neto. In regards to the lawsuit from Naomi's estranged wife at the time. Okay. So here's the thing. Some people were saying, well, Nene just doesn't want to pay it. If she doesn't pay it, it's just gaining interest. This is going to affect her. It's still going to affect her. So why not just pay it since you decided not to respond to it? So part of me thinks like, does Nene have the money? I don't know. I don't know. What do you believe? I don't know if she has the money. But wouldn't you just pay it? Because now you have to pay it. All right. All right. Nicole, I think you might be behind in the video, but yeah. All right. You guys can hear me now, though, on YouTube, right? Yeah, because others of you are responding to me. All right. So that is my thought in regards to it. You also saw that Nene recently did some work with Zeus, and we were like, oh my God, how the mighty have fallen. But Jillian says that she don't got it. We shall see. I mean, at this point, it's a default judgment. She didn't show up to court. She didn't respond to it. So that might be the reason why she didn't pay this situation. Thank you, Mama Ali. All right. Look, y'all, when we do a live show, things happen. You got people interrupting your live show. You got things that don't work. It happens, but I appreciate you all being patient. Thank you, Foxy, for reminding everyone. Just in case for those that are just joining us, there was a period where the mic was muted. It's okay. Lana says, in my Nene voice, as long as I owe you, you'll never be broke. You know what? Philly says, doesn't she live in $1 million condo? Bring the Mess TV says, I heard Zeus pays good. Thank you, Mama Al. She says, sound comes back around the 1 hour and 9 minute mark. I love that. I love that you guys timed it. So I know what to go back and edit that part out. Okay. All right. I appreciate you all being patient with us today. Okay. All right. Because we're talking about Porsha Williams, let's talk about this cease and desist. OMG. Porsha. What is going on? So apparently, Simon is up to his reindeer games again. Because now he's asking Bravo not to record or film his Rolls Royce that he got for Porsha. That is the latest in regards to this situation. There's nothing more that I can say about Simon. But yes, you can see Porsha in this Rolls Royce that he gifted to her on social media a while ago. Okay? So now he's asking Bravo not to film it, record it through his attorneys. Lord. Porsha. But it's a gift. I guess she's able to hold on to it until they finalize their divorce. Chocolate Soul, thank you so much for the super chat. Chocolate Soul says, Al has admitted to being bisexual all the time on TGIF. Okay, so I don't watch that. Thank you, Mama Ali, for the super chat. Look, it happens. It happens to the best of us. Lakeisha, thank you so much for the another super chat. She says, people think person's debt dies with them. That's true for federal student loans. A deceased person's debt have to be paid from any assets they had. It's actually a crime not to pay them, especially in Georgia. Thank you, Lakeisha, for all that information. And Tanya, thank you so much for the super chat. We appreciate your support as well. So Simon has said that he already doesn't want them to film in the home that he shared with Porsha. He's been trying to get her kicked out of there. He wants to live in there. She's like, no. Look, no. But right now she's actually able to live in there, but I believe she's not filming in the home. She's not filming in the home. Foxy, thank you for the super chat. Foxy says Portia's getting her karma served. I think she really thought that this was going to be a different season for her. I think she really was going to present herself as Mrs. Guobadia, and that was what we were going to get. And I think that's what Bravo thought they were getting as well. Only we're getting the divorce drama. Some people think that's the story that they intended. I don't believe so. I really believe that they intended for her to have a different storyline because now he's being petty. This Nigerian and Gemini man is being petty on social media. He's always talking about this and he's playing in the court. Bianna says Simon was on IG being petty again. I know, and I honestly don't want to talk about it, but I had to give you the update in regards to Porsha and the Rolls Royce situation because you remember he talked about her. What's her name? Portia's bestie. I can't remember. She's going to be on this season as well. Lord. What was the other story that I wanted to talk about today? Well, congratulations to Rihanna. Rihanna's Fenty Beauty is launched today. So you can do that. You can go support that. We appreciate and support her there. All right. All righty then. What was the other story that I wanted to talk about? All right. I was going to take callers today, guys, but I'm not going to. I just had something come up, so I'm not going to be able to take callers today. I did want to talk about Love Island UK, but I'll talk about that on Tuesday Takeover. We did talk about it a little bit on Tuesday Takeover. So once I'm able to watch a couple more episodes as things pick up on Love Island UK, we'll talk about it on Tuesday Takeover. So I think that was the only other thing that I wanted to talk about today. Let me just double check to make sure that I've covered everything. Guys, don't forget, I will be live here in New York City on June 21st. That's next Friday for the Kempire After Dark, a live show. Okay, so go get your tickets if you haven't gotten your tickets already. All right. Boston will be there June 27th. And of course, July and everything else will be available on the description notes. Again, for more information on our sponsor, including HelloFresh, be sure to check that out in the description as well. And again, we'll get to callers next Thursday. Damn, someone said Guobadia. Y'all are a mess. Y'all are a mess. Anyways, I appreciate all of you being here for our Thirsty Thursday. I hope you guys have a great rest of your Thursday. I will see you then. All right? I'll see you then. Let me see what you guys are saying in the chat. Let me say thank you. Thank you, Tanya, for another super chat. We appreciate your support as well. I will see you guys in the next live recap, which probably will be Love and Marriage Huntsville. Love and Marriage Huntsville. I appreciate you all being here throughout the little technical difficulties, but thank you for your patience. Replay crew, as always, be sure to like the video, be sure to subscribe, and be sure to share your thoughts on anything that we discussed today in regards to our Thirsty Thursdays. We're going to continue this conversation in the comments section. We will be posting the timestamps. Thank you to Mama Ali. She'll be keeping the timestamps, and we'll be posting them shortly thereafter the live. All right? Thank you all for being here. Have a great rest of your afternoon. All right, y'all? Bye, y'all. Bye. Yes, we made it to 600 likes. Thank you, guys. I will see you all later. Boom, 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 boom.